opening statement on tonight's 48-7 win over Northern Colorado.
First of all, it's a great team win. Just want to say I love this team. Love these guys, and these kids are so fun to coach, and just so pleased with how they responded. That was a tough week for the Lumberjacks, and we let one slip away we shouldn't have, and their response was good. We got a chance to get better, and we got a chance to respond, and they did tonight. Big shout out to the crowd. Students, parents, townsfolk. That was one of the better crowds that I've seen around here in many years. And a shout out to our admin staff and the game ops and the work they did. That entrance, that felt like big time college football. And that fired up our guys, and they responded and just came out. We knew we were going to get their best. They'd taken ACU to the wire last week, and we're confident coming in this thing. And we knew it was going to be a bare knuckle brawl, and we were prepared for the fight. And went out there, and they were the storm. That was kind of their motto there. We had a Navy SEAL speak to us there at pregame, and the message was well received, and the guys responded. A very dominant win from start to finish. A little disappointed in the way we come out and start the second half, but settled down and played a good rest of the game, and got a lot of guys in, and some great performances up and down the roster. So good win for the Lumberjacks, and ready for a Lumberjack week next week. Some people call it a bye week, we call it Jack week. It's time for us to get better, and when we focus on ourselves and on being the best team we can be, we got a chance to do some good things. So good win.
Turn it over to the media and all that on after that.
Yeah, Coach, you used the word dominant win. How important was it to have a dominant win and kind of get the taste from last week out of your mouth?
I'd have been happy 10-9 or 60-59. To be honest with you, I just wanted a W, and that's what these guys wanted. They want to come out and respond, but that's where when they, I think right here is a step we took, and we talked about it as a team. Each game has a life of its own, a beginning and end. And same thing with the season. And people want to point this season to that season. Even that team right there, they had lost this many in a row. That's, Coach Lamb's doing a great job with Northern Colorado. And they've got a good program. He's building it right, and they're going to win some games this year. And they're going to. I told him after the game, I do not look forward to 2026 because we got to return this game, and they are going to be a great program. Because they're building it the right way. But, just what I was saying was year to year, and we talked about this as a team, last year we let one get away from us in Austin Peay. And it's our season spiraled out of control after that. And this team is built different. And the leadership in this team and the guys in this locker room, it was evident tonight in the way they responded. And we got to keep continuing to be the best version of the 2024 Lumberjacks we can be, and we'll be just fine and have a fun year. I think you got a glimpse of what could be when we put it all together and play 60 minutes of Lumberjack football.
And I hear supposedly they said something about punching y'all in the mouth. Like, how much did you use that as motivation to get?
Well, that was just their quarterback, and that's their mentality. They're gonna. If they're interviewing them tonight, they're gonna squat tomorrow, and they're building it right, and that's what we took from their press conference, and we weren't going to take them lightly. And I think you saw Abilene Christian maybe do that, talking to their coach, and he's like, shoot, boy, they whipped our tail. We deserved to lose, and we found a way to win. And so with how last week went and what we had coming to town, that's where the mentality of this team, I think, is just different. And the maturity and the leadership within the leadership council, and those single digits, and they got their jaw set, and they were ready for a fight. We were ready to get punched in the mouth, and we're going to punch back and answer the bell time after time. And when adversity hits, good. and that was kind of something they rallied with, and you saw that. Probably my favorite thing about the game tonight was when we muffed the punt. Should have never fielded it. Bad decision. Muffed the punt. Good. Defense had a chance to go out there and just shut the door on them and hold them to nothing. And so that was fun.
Yeah. And then how's Aaron Sears doing?
Yeah, not good. That was a tough injury, So he's going to be that was a tough one, you know. But the medical staff, they were incredible. He was in a lot of pain, and they got out there and got him fixed up in a hurry. And where he was doing better, I told him rub some red dirt on it and let's go. And but that was a tough loss for the Lumberjacks tonight. That was probably the one negative of the evening. But Aaron's a great kid, and he'll be back better than ever in no time.
And then last thing I was going to ask you too about, got some backups in. Like, how important was it to get some of those guys some more experience?
It's always good when you can get guys experience, whether it's even there at the end. Brody McNew had his first punt of his career. It wasn't a dandy. Let's see, I don't even know if he made the stat sheet. They didn't even realize it was him. But we'll get that fixed. But it wasn't the greatest punt in the world, but he got a punt. And so when it is his turn to be the man, it won't be the first time he's doing it. And that's important. And just good, those guys work their tail off, every one of them do, and you work your tail off for game day. And so for them to get a chance to get out there and play, with it being parents' night and play in front of mom and dad and all their family, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yes, sir. Coach, this is Lucy Baylor with 90.1 KAX on Action Radio. I just wanted to know, would it, like you just said, with it being Parents' Night, and then almost a reflection back to the 80s when SFA was dominating, how much did that play into tonight's performance, and did the crowd kind of impact that?
I mean, I've always felt as a coach, family weekend, Parents' Night, is you get the best out of your players. It's not homecoming. Homecoming's a bunch of alums. Seniors, that's usually a good night too, playing for those seniors. But when it's Parents' Weekend, it's family night, and you've got all your family here to watch you. Boy, you're playing for your brothers on the sideline, but it's also there's grandma or aunt or whoever it is that is that special someone that poured into you growing up and is there to watch you play. That's special. You can get the best out of your guys, and we did tonight.
There's a couple career accolades to mention. I mean, Kyle Harris passing 1,000 career receiving yards kind of in that first drive, and then also the wide open touchdown. Quaylon Jones also passing 1,000 career rushing yards, but then the one that just came in recently from FCS football, like nationally, Chris Campos has moved 4th place among the all-time FCS field goal leaders with the 2 field goals he scored tonight in the 4th quarter with 73, and he's 2 off from being in 3rd place with 75. So just talk about the career accolades that you just
Yeah, Kylan's early in his career and a really good player for us and going to continue to get better when he learns how to field punts correctly. That's a point of contention. And Quaylon, golly, he's been such a shot in the arm to this program, and what a special, kid he is. He played at Baylor, graduated from Baylor, came here and walked on, and this spring he paid his own way and earned a scholarship. Led our team in rushing there in that spring game. But he's done a great job, so glad to see him get that. And then Chris Campos, he's still not 100%, but still at 85, 90%, he's still. I'm glad he's on our team. I'm glad he's kicking for the Lumberjacks, and tickled to death for him to get that honor, and look forward to continue to climb that ladder.
So obviously a memorable 21st night of September, but then we will go into next week with Jack's week. So what is the turning page looking like for you guys next week before conference?
21st night of September, is that like a song from the 80s?
And probably like, do you remember the 21st night of September?
It's all coming together now. I was like, why are we doing 80s? I didn't know. It's been a long week
you're good.
for
You're
Colby
good.
Carthel.
You're good. You don't have to worry about that.
So, Jack's week, it's just a great time. We'll get to, get some guys healthy. I love having a date where we don't have to play on a weekend, bye week, where we can focus on us. And so, get some guys that are bumped and bruised. We had, I don't know if you noticed, we started 2 freshmen in the O-line this week. We had 4 starters out. And so we were banged up there. A chance for them to get healthy and just focus on us. Some of our, down the line guys that got to play here late, or even that didn't. Scout team guys, show team guys, get a chance for them to scrimmage this week and show us what they can do, and really start turning the page. Get back into conference play. And the conference still going to be wide open, and we've got the old Demons coming to town from Natchitoches, Louisiana, and so there'll be some new hardware we're playing for there, which will be coming out next week, I'm sure, and that'll be a big game, big for our alums, and it's a rivalry game, so you can throw the records out the window and get ready for the Lumberjacks and the Demons. So should be fun. Going to be a fun week.
48-7, SFA beats Northern Colorado. Coach, thank you for your time.
Appreciate it. Excellent.